What did you just like about the way your team responded, during a fun, loud, tense environment?
It was fun. It was incredible. Our fans were amazing. It was so loud in there we could barely hear each other, but that was playoff atmosphere type of basketball, and we're proud of our guys. They responded, they played hard, they competed for 48 minutes, and that's a tough San Antonio team. They don't quit. Those guys just keep coming. They keep playing hard. They're well coached. They're disciplined, and that's a big time win for our program.
Yeah, CJJ, VBI, all really nice games from it, but you also closed the game with a guy who was a 35th pick and an undrafted rookie. Just, how much of those contributions from guys like Herb and Jose have helped you guys get to this point this season?
They're really growing up before our eyes. But it's a credit to Griff and Trajan and Swin and our management team that went after these guys because they realized how special they were. And at one point, I had 3 rookies on the floor at the same time. Now, I was nervous as heck with those guys being on the floor, but they've worked at it, they've improved, and they've earned the opportunity to be on the floor.
Yeah, and Christian mentioned it. Your big 3 scorers come out for 81 points tonight. How important were they just, coming up with answers every single time the Spurs, try to make a run? Yeah,
we have to ride those guys. When you get to this point in the season, we got to bump their minutes up a little bit more. We're going to run more plays that go through them and allow them to create for others, and they did a heck of a job tonight.
And you've talked about it before, just wanting to build something here in the city, something that the fans can get behind. Just how meaningful is it to win a game like this, in front of a packed house, with all the emotion that went into this game?
I'm grateful. Number one, building our foundation with thanking God and keeping Him first in everything that we do is important. Our guys understand that. 2, just character. Just continue to bring character in our building, and guys that want to compete, play hard, and play together, and that's what we have, and we're excited about where our team can go.
Looked like this might have been the most emotion we've seen from Herb on the court. What do you think about the job that he did? He seemed like he was everywhere. I mean, I think the play late where he goes under the screen and meets DeJounte at the rim, I mean, you just don't see, or I think rookies make that play, right?
Herb was locked in. I could tell from the time we had our first meeting prepping for this team, I looked in his eyes and he just was ready. And he's watching, he's studying, he's in the gym, he's doing 2-a-days, he's doing everything he can to be prepared. And he knew that was going to be a challenging matchup, and he met it head first. I'm proud of that kid. He works his tail off. Trey, Najee, Jose, and the other guys on our team that's sacrificing, guys that want to play that didn't get a chance to play as many minutes as we wanted to, but top to bottom, everybody's contributing.
They cut it to 6, I think, with about 4:30 left. You get the stop, and then it's bucket, bucket, bucket. I mean, how big was it for you guys to just get those in succession to kind of spread that back out and get that lead to where it was?
It's big time. We know early in the season that we had games like that where we just didn't close, and we just continue to work at it, watch tape the last 5 minutes of games and see what teams are running to be successful in. Talking to our guys in the huddle, it was just about execution on both ends of the floor, and they did that. So once again, we're proud of them.
You said you were nervous as heck with 3 rookies out there at the same time. I mean, technically, this is your maiden voyage into the postseason as a head coach. Were you at all nervous or nervous energy at any point, even at the start of the game?
Absolutely, 100%. Nervous because we want to go out and play well. We want to make sure that we're prepared. None of our guys are afraid, so it's not that type of nervousness, but it's definitely a human factor that you want to go out and do well. You want your team to go out and do well, and yeah, it's there for sure.
and I apologize for not celebrating this one long enough, but we won't get to talk to you. You're leaving early tomorrow. How long do you celebrate this one before you even start worrying about the Clippers?
We'll celebrate tonight, and then tomorrow morning we'll get up and start preparing right away for the Clippers. We have a good idea of who they are as a team. It's going to be another extremely difficult challenge for us, and we just have to get ready.
Willie, talk about the rookies and a lot of young guys on your team. How important was it for CJ to get off to a hot start? 83% from the field in the first half, 27 points. Kind of catalyst to get y'all revved up for what was going to happen later in the game.
He was great. He set the tone early. He understood the moment, and it sort of calmed the rest of the guys down. We just got the ball to him, and he made play after play, score after score. and then the rest of the guys just started to feed off CJ. But he's been in these moments. He's played on the big stage, and it's no coincidence that he goes out and have the game that he has.
One more for me. I think the last defensive play of the first half, you're calling for Trey and Herb to switch so that Herb can get the switch on the DeJounte. What does it say about the two of them to see that in the moment, the clock ticking, and then be able to make the switch, and then Herb being able to finish that off?
It's big time. Trey was looking at me, and I was talking to him, and he tapped Herb, and then Herb looked, and then they just made the transaction. But those guys, like I said, it's a credit to our coaching staff. I'll say it again. They've been amazing working with our guys in the gym early, all day, every day, because we understand with our group, it's about improvement. And we've done that, and we're proud of it. We've become a solid team. Now, we still got a ways to go, but I think we're building a really good foundation.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach.